That's what I think. Hey, it's tryout time. This is my favorite time of year where we do tryouts where all these clubs are doing what? Selling lies. We're part of Manchester United. That's our club. I remember we had a club called Barcelona. Now, the Barcelona Academy, before they were in Casa Grande, so the real Barcelona Academy is in Casa Grande. They're actually linked to Barcelona in Spain. But before they were here, RSL was in Casa Grande before Barca came. We had a Barcelona club. Illegal. So they created a club called Barcelona, and they wore the Barcelona look and all that stuff. And then Barcelona actually came to Casa Grande. They're like, hey, who are these? Who's this club wearing our jerseys? And then they sued them, and they had to shut down the club. We have that kind of stuff going on. So everyone's like, hey, we're part of. Everyone's trying to like network a deal to create this whole like illusion that they're special. And it's like we have facilities. We hear that a lot. The East Valley clubs are like, oh, we got a 24 field facility with the stadiums and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Don't care. No one cares. That doesn't develop kids. Oh, we have nice facilities. That doesn't develop kids. It might protect them from getting hurt, maybe. I'm not sure. But the club affiliation, careful with the ones that say pathway. We have pathway to pro. We have pathway to Division I. We have a professional team we're linked up to, and we have the curriculum. It's their holy Bible. They are holier than thou. They're all lies. So what should you do? I'll help you right now. I will give you. I'm wearing this neck thing, so I'm going to put my beard on for this one. How's that? Good enough. This thing's...
You look like one of Dwight's cousins.
Oh, Amish? Yeah.
Yeah.
This. I always say this. Don't look for a club. Look for a coach. Find a coach. It's like, who was the best teacher at Barbara Roby? Best ever.
That's a lot of pressure.
Miss Thompson's really good, but the best teacher ever that we put you in, I'm not sure. You had him 1 year, and Cody had.
I never had Mr. Schooley.
You never had Mr. Schooley?
No, I met him. I never had him. I knew you were going to say him.
Mr. Schooley.
He seemed really nice, though.
Best teacher at Barbara Roby. No offense to all the Barbara Roby teachers. And he had the name, Mr. Schooley. I mean, what the heck? And he moved out, but he was amazing. We didn't choose Barbara Roby. Barbara
Roby chose us.
Yes, but we chose Mr. Schooley. Find a coach that does these things. One, controls the sideline through massive parent education, real time, afterwards, before, all that stuff. A coach that's wanting to talk to the players with the parents around so they can hear what he's saying. A coach that wants the parents on the same sideline versus parents on the other side, coaches and players on this side, because they're cowards. If you are a coach that wants the sideline opposite of you, the parents away from you and the players, you are a coward. You're worthless. You have no conviction. You're nobody. You are doing nothing for the game. If they're scared to have parents on the sideline, I always want them on my sideline because I want to hear what they're saying. I want them to hear what I'm saying, so the education's constant. All those cowards, and you know who you are. Essie Del Sol led the charge. Oh, let's keep the parents on the opposite side because I don't want them hearing what I'm saying to the kids, which has a lot to do with sarcasm and a humiliation of children. See it all the time, and a lot of parents are like, oh, that's so funny. He has an accent and everything. That's a problem. Second, focus on development versus winning. Everything's important for us. How they touch the ball, the decisions they make versus have to win, get the ball to the side, hit it down the line, cross it in, and try to score with their big, fast player. I don't know, something like that. Try avoid those kind of teams. Find a team that focuses on development versus winning. A Brazilian. There's a lot of good Brazilians. And by the way, I'm behind. What I'm going to do, Ryan and Jack, I'm going to announce the top coaches in Arizona. I'm going to say
your own list or like an
my
actual
list. No other list. And get on my list is not easy. And I have friends that would love to be on this list once it comes out. And I'll say, no, you suck at coaching. But but if they adhere to my model of focus on technique, control those dang parents, and keep educating them. And, a little bit Steve Jobs, but, you got to be a little PC too. You don't want anyone crying at night. which I've made a lot of people cry. You need, we need to know who those are. There's a lot of good coaches out there, and we know who they are. Just go find them. There's every Brazilian, not everyone, but everyone I've been around that's coached in Arizona has been darn good, really good. You know, especially I remember Manuel Coelho, who's won 4 straight state titles with South Bank. South Bank. It was back when it was Sereno won everything, and then it was Sereno, South Bank, Sereno. We're like, what? What's South Bank? Brazilian. Coach that allows your son or daughter to touch the ball and, of course, allow failure. If you do those things, if you can find a coach to do those things, that's a good place to be. Find that player or find that coach. And, of course, a coach that is honest, right? All right. Any questions?
We do have a few.
All right. Let's go. Rock and
All
roll.
right. From Biago. Has Jack changed? This is for El Rojo, so I'm going to flip over to you.
El Rojo.
Has Jack changed his mentality after losing or giving away the ball?
I think that's a question for me, but you can answer.
No, it said, I have a question for El Rojo.
El Rojo.
Has Jack.
Have you changed?
When I lose the ball, yes.
Yes, he has.
Are you more committed to, like, keeping the ball now after Dad did the whole, like, tracker thing?
Well, when he did that, I kept the ball a lot, yeah.
What made you start, like, giving it up in the first place?
Giving the ball up?
Like, not going back after it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you just lazy or stage fright?
Is it because you watch, like, Neymar and stuff and they do that?
Who?
Neymar.
Thought we weren't name dropping.
Neymar is a professional player.
Oh.
No.
Neymar
how did that become?
Do
He became too cool for school. And
oh, right. That's what you were saying.
Too cool for school. Like, he'll lose and be like, ugh.
Yeah, I can see that, actually.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to murder him. I'm not going to go on the sideline. I kind of, like, control myself. I kind of allowed it happen for a little bit, seeing if it was kind of thing. So I didn't address it right away, but it was in my head. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it was a problem, but I did have the conversation with him. And of course I called him out on the podcast. And on Friday, I didn't go to today's game, but on Friday, he was all over the place, just winning the ball, just working his butt off. Maybe because it was a state cup game.
Why not?
But yeah. And he was all over the place. So there was a change. So I'm glad we kind of nipped that in the butt. And the first time we improved his game is when he wouldn't even go for the ball at all. It wasn't like he made a mistake and started walking after it. It was more of he wouldn't get stuck in. He wouldn't go intercept passes. He's so focused on his attacking. But when I was keeping the numbers and showed him and compared him with other players that worked hard, then he changed. So obviously there's always going to be progression. And it's nice to have a good coach in your home that keeps you accountable.
So do you consider yourself the Mr. Schoolie of soccer then?
No. I consider myself the Steve Jobs of soccer.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I have so many.
You're too cold to be Mr. Schoolie.
Oh yeah. so I would like to be more schooly, where I'm like more professional, more be nice and not so nuts and so quick to make someone feel bad. I have a crazy conviction of it needs to be done this way. We have to stop focusing on winning. We need to focus on technique, and the kids need to be able to make decisions. And how many fights I've had with parents nonstop that would keep talking to the kid after they made a mistake, where the kids are just staring at dad. Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry, father. Kind of thing. So, but I would go nuts. I would go nuts on it. It's content. This is why this podcast exists, by the way, because I'm tired of saying the same thing over and over and over again. So I put on a podcast, and the next thing I know, I'm over 600. I'm like, oh, okay. Next question.
This is from Lieutenant. Have you seen the Super League the UEFA have created?
Oh my gosh. I was going to do a video on that. So the UEF, whatever. So Manchester United and Man City decided, we're going to create a new league and make it where we can't drop. Like they're stepping out of the Premier League, Jack. Did you hear about this?
Yeah.
What the frick? You know why? Manchester United is owned by an American. They want to bring the American systems. American professionals. By the way, America is the greatest country in the world. Greatest country in the world. We can do everything. You can do a podcast. You can have Deadpool over there. You can have El Rojo here.
We just happen to be getting, like, a lot of people happen to be getting soft.
We mean soft.
Like, we have everything,
Well,
but it's never enough.
Yeah. No,
Although I don't really know what the story
social
is.
media,
So.
but America is the greatest. Home of the free for now. Anyways, the American system is all about ownership. Like the Major League Soccer, we don't have, relegation. Where if you do poorly, you drop down and USL teams can advance up. We don't have that. We have ownership where we are the NFL. We are Major League Soccer. We could lose to USL team 5-0, and then there's no punishment for it, which is ridiculous. And they did the same thing with DA when they brought in the MLS academies to DA, and when a club team would beat a MLS team, and the MLS team would drop down, be last in points in the bracket, the MLS team wouldn't drop down. Only the other team's not affiliated. That's what we do. So this whole English bullcrap with Manchester United, and then Man City's owned by, like, I don't know, non-European money. It's Middle East oil money. They're all about taking. It's criminal what they're doing. They're it's going to ruin them. And I doubt the UK will support it. And I hope Manchester United and Man City fans just ban them. Don't support it. Don't buy a ticket. Ban them. Make them look like they're in the middle of COVID forever. No fans. Don't support it. Don't watch it. If they do that, I'm not going to be part. And Liverpool, yeah, I'm not part of any of those. I will not support Liverpool, Manchester United, Man City. I will not watch it. I'll turn it off. I will not support that garbage of this elitism of, oh, we bought this, we stay here kind of mentality. That's the American way we do it in U.S. soccer. That we would do that here. We're always trying, and it's frustrating. So if you don't support that, what they're doing with this new English league they're trying to create, that's what they do in America with youth soccer. Everyone's like, MLS Next. Okay, what? Really? What? I don't care. I've seen MLS Next. It's a scam. They go and steal players, good players, through the recruiting tactics. I mean, we even have players on Tuzos that are getting invites during State Cup that, you got to make it to our tryout. And they can legally do it and poach kids during that because they're part of MLS Next. MLS Next, you know what MLS Next is in Arizona anyways? MLS Next is called, we are going to screw as many teams and clubs as we can to come to tryouts so they can feel like they're part of the MLS experience. It's the same people. Stop. It's the same coaches, same players, same people. It's the same. Nothing changed. Take ownership of your own development. Take ownership of your own development. That's what we do. We're not paying coaches. I put Jack in Tuzos because it's Hispanic heavy, and the kids are technically they're freaks. Jack he plays in a Friday night league. I don't know if it's legal. He plays in a Friday night league, and he's having street tacos at like 11:30 at night. Yes, it's dangerous, but he's part of a culture that's a little different. He's engaging the game a little differently. That's better than MLS Next. Anyways, next question.
From Carlos Flores, and he says he thinks he already knows the answer, but what club should he try out for with a U13 boy?
I don't know, but if you email me and give me a location of where you live and stuff, I will research for you and let you know what coaches to consider versus some club. I'm not a club guy. I'm a coach guy. Every club has some good coaches. Not all of them, though. Next.
That's all.
Oh, that's all. Well,
wait. Okay, we got one new question.
All right.
From Rick Tillmans.
Ricky.
Love the show, Dave. Keep fighting the good fight. No soccer parent should allow any coach to belittle their kid, as we sadly see way too often. Do you agree that good coaches don't need that?
Good coaches definitely don't need that distraction. But coaches have to deal with it nonstop. That's what he's asking, right? But
I think he means like, do good coaches need humiliation tactics?
no, it's strange. Anytime a coach, I don't care what, regardless of level, if you're having interaction with a player through sarcasm or ridiculing them at the, that's a waste of time. Take your notes, see what you're going to fix, do it during the time that the play is stopped, halftime, before the game, at practice, those things. But man, parents, they have to stop. Oh, I'm just cheering my kid. I'm just cheering. No, you're not. You're influencing. I was saying good job. Shut up. Let the game. You imagine going to a classroom and they answered a math question right. Oh, good job. Woo! It is C. You're amazing. Why? It's a test. Let them have the game. Why do you have to interject? Allow development to happen. At least, is it possible? Maybe that's how we change the rules of soccer. U6, you say nothing. U7, you can say one syllable a game, and then slowly by U18 you can scream like crazy because the development happened, and that's the next level of learning. I get you need sideline distractions eventually, but not during the molding years of trying to learn how to play the game. Soccer's hard. Oh, you got the ball coming. You got mom screaming out like violently. You got the referee that's about to blow his whistle, and you got coach giving you information. You got the other team you're dealing with. There's just so much to deal with. There's only so many things you can process, right, Deadpool? Yeah, there's only so many things you can process in your brain. Process one thing at a time. You do it rapidly, but when 6 things come in, it's not that easy. Allow development to happen. Allow the distractions to, build up over time. They're going to come anyways. You might as well protect your kid by saying nothing. And that's what my parents did a great job. My dad hardly ever came until I started playing pro, and my mom didn't say anything because she didn't understand what was going on. Best parenting job ever. Any more questions?
Not at the moment, no.
Oh, good, because I'm going to go. Thank you. If you enjoyed that clip, you can enjoy all the clips at youtube.com/Coach Cameron Soccer to get all my content. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know what's going on and when we appear online, which is typically every Sunday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Hope to see you this Sunday for our next live show.